We are going to redraft the 2020 NBA draft. We're going to do a rotation style. So all four of us with Daniel Lebowski, the NBA skit guy, welcome in.
Thank you.
To start, I'll give it to Owen. I'll give it to Owen because at the number one pick, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves. Who are they going to pick in hindsight? Is it tough?
Oh no, we're gonna consider anybody other than Anthony Edwards.
Yeah,
Jax.
it's Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
There's no question about it.
I'll save the theatrics.
Best player in the draft. Easy.
Then, Jack, are you going to pick second since it's your Warriors?
I'll go second. Because
First
it's
three
my
picks go in
Golden
order.
State Warriors. In hindsight, I'm thinking about that team back in 2020. We're losing Kevin Durant, but we still got Curry. We still got Clay. We still have Draymond. It would make a lot of sense to go James Wiseman, but clearly not in hindsight. I think one player that could play really well with Stephen Curry, and if we're also looking hindsight, looking at Klay Thompson and seeing that he obviously, one, on a different team, two, not really playing as well as he used to, I'm going to go Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, you were setting it up for. I thought you were going to go a different direction the way you were setting it up.
Really?
I'm not going to say who.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
don't know.
Well, Daniel, you got the third pick. Oh, actually, no, matter of fact, no, you
It's
get the
my Hornets?
You got the
Yeah.
Hornets. You got the Hornets.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you take the Hornets. You take the Hornets. Take the
We're going
Hornets.
to keep – no, I'm kidding. We're not keeping LaMelo Ball. We're going to keep somebody who's actually going to play. And we're going to take Tyrese Maxey.
I have Tyrese Maxey written down for
there
them, so
it
it's
is.
perfect.
If we can't get Tyrese Halliburton, we want Tyrese Maxey.
And actually, this route that we're going with Daniel, you going at 4, you're going to end up
Let's
doing
put the
8
Knicks at
for
8.
the Knicks. So there we go.
Yes. Oh, well, I'd say I could right the wrong of that draft and draft Tyrese Halliburton, but that's not going to happen.
Too
That
late.
can't happen
Too
anymore.
late.
Yeah.
Who you going? So
whatever.
Tyrese Maxey, Tyrese Halliburton, and Anthony Edwards are all off the board. Who are
So
the
I'm-
Chicago Bulls picking?
So I'm Chicago. So that was right before they had the Lonzo, DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Caruso, Vucevic, and I remember at the time they kind of needed they needed more like complementary pieces, guys who could like play off the ball, shoot, defend, but also take guys off the dribble. And so when you look at that, I don't think there's a better pick for them than Desmond Bane.
Desmond Bane.
That's a good
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah, like the shooting, the defense, like he's like a perfect hey, if you need him to go for 20 on like a random night, like that's good. Like he could also just play off the ball.
That's perfect. I didn't have him written down, but I do love that pick. Not gonna lie to you.
Yay!
All right.
Wait, so if we're doing no, we're not doing Snake, right?
No,
We're just like-
we're not gonna say. So Owen, you're up next. That way
I'll
you can
pick
get
the
next.
Cavs at 5.
Cavs of 5.
This one, it may be a little bit of recency bias because they just started playing well, but I think the Cavs should take Denny Advia because they took Isaac Okoro. I think, again, like I said, that's why it's recency bias because like Denny Advia had a good season last year in Portland because he was kind of the guy they were just kind of getting through the season to reevaluate things, and now he's actually legitimately asserted himself as the number one. Obviously, there's no Dame, so take that with a grain of salt. But I think at 5, Denny Advia is going to Cleveland.
Nice, that's a good pick.
Can't hate it, especially with how Denny Avdia is this year.
And
That's what I'm
honestly,
saying. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I went with like the recency bias because I'm like, we have like a 15-game sample size of him being the legitimate alpha on this roster. So
It pans out, yeah.
And I actually did have Danny Advia going to the Bulls instead of Bane because I feel like
yeah,
Desmond Bane's his best part of his game is his 3-point shot, and this year he's shooting 31%. So it's not really to the level of what he normally does. I'm sure that'll get better throughout the season, but as of right
He's
now,
getting better. He's
shaky.
played better the last few games, and yeah, he's got a reputation that's spanned 4 or 5 years. So
Sure,
I'll give him the
I
benefit
agree.
of the doubt.
It's I actually agree with your pick.
I mean,
in
to be
hindsight.
fair, the actual picks were Pat Williams and Isaac Okoro, so both those are objectively massive effort.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's still hilarious that retrospectively Denny Advia fell to the Wizards at 9.
And then they traded him.
Yeah.
Killian Hayes got picked ahead of Denny Advia.
By the way, I'm looking.
Don't even, yeah.
I'm looking at I'm on Basketball Reference. I'm looking at the VORP of all the players from this draft. Guess where Denny Avdia ranks? Not Denny Avdia. Killian Hayes ranks. Of all 60 picks,
Dead last.
58th.
Wow, pretty damn close.
Pretty close, yeah.
Sorry,
Who
let me
the guys behind
rephrase. He's the last. The other two guys haven't even played an NBA game. Yam
So dead last.
Mater
Kind of.
and Justinian Jessup.
He's
Yeah.
with Teo Maladon.
It's honestly
James
kind of
Wiseman's
impressive.
54.
Yeah, James Wiseman's not that far behind. Um,
Yikes.
Okay.
Malachi Flynn, member of the 50-point club.
I have the Hawks at number 6. And I'm looking at this 2020 roster. And I'm looking at, I don't know, I don't have the numbers on me. I don't know how well they were playing defensively back in the day in 2020. But I have a guy that can play some pretty damn well defense, and I'm going to go with Jaden McDaniels. I think he can space the floor for them, but I also think, especially this year, he's been picking up his offensive game as well, so he can really contribute down the line for them in real life today. I mean, think Jaden McDaniels on the Atlanta Hawks in 2025. I think that would be a great fit with
Oh my
with
god.
Trae Young, and obviously they don't have John Collins anymore, so the team butterfly effect would look way different. But I think that's where I'm going with that pick.
That's a good one.
That just feels right, which is funny because like the Hawks, with all of those pieces, still aren't as good of a defensive team as you'd think they would be because they just get in track meets every night because Trae Young is their point guard and that will not change until he retires.
So that gives me the 7th pick, which is the Detroit Pistons.
Detroit basketball.
And they took Killian Hayes originally. We're not doing that. If we're looking at the roster, Derrick Rose, Jeremy Grant, Blake Griffin, like this team is old. They don't have anybody to build their future around. Now, here's the thing we're going to try to go with here. We're going to go ahead and take a guy who's now fallen to 7. Realistically, if he's healthy, he's not that bad. We're going to take LaMelo Ball, and we're going to say that with the mentorship of Derrick Rose, that someone who has dealt with so many injuries in their career that have ruined their career, he can maybe preach to them that take this stuff serious. If LaMelo can just take it serious, wear the ankle guards, like Steph used to do, and basically actually worry about his body instead of playing like AAU basketball, which is going to be hard to do because it's LaMelo Ball. Then hopefully him and Dwayne Casey can turn LaMelo into the all-star that he has been.
That's a fascinating topic because let's say, like in hindsight, they do end up getting LaMelo Ball. Are they? Well, did LaMelo Ball play his first year? I feel like he's a guy that would have been.
He played his first year. His first year was Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier, and they made it to the play-in.
Okay.
What a squad.
Okay, so with that logic, if we're thinking, if they did pick LaMelo Ball at number 7 in 2020,
no, his first year, not the play-in, but he played his first year. Yeah.
Regardless, he played. He would have made the team a little bit better, right? Who got the number one overall pick the year after? Literally the year after, if I'm not mistaken. Detroit Pistons, and they got Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, but if you're able to get LaMelo to be actually like what LaMelo can be, you don't need Cade. You want to run LaMelo and Cade?
No, what I'm saying is they never would have ended up getting Cade because they would have
probably
LaMelo.
fall to 3 and get Evan Mobley. I don't think they're gonna be that much better.
Well, if they get it just depends on who else they would get. Could you imagine LaMelo Ball and Evan Mobley? That'd be such a fun duo. Oh my god, just fun to watch.
You get Scotty Barnes.
Pretty good, Scotty. What a draft! What a draft that was.
That is actually a really good draft. 2021 draft is really good.
Yeah, 2020 has its moments.
2020's got it's very top heavy. First 10 picks. In the weeds and it sucks.
Yeah, whatever. It's no 2024. That draft was not. I mean, granted, it's been a year, but not looking great.
Yeah,
not looking great. Does anyone know how Zachary Reese-Shea is doing? No, because you don't care. So, who's that? All right, I'm up now.
Yes, sir. You got your Knicks.
Representing my Knicks. I don't have to look at the roster to know that at the time, 2020, the one thing we lacked, the one thing we've desperately lacked for years, up until Jalen Brunson came and saved us 2 years later, was a point guard. And there's a couple point guards available, but there's one in particular who's catching my eye, because not only is he a really good player, he actually played for the Knicks for a few years and was incredibly productive, 6th Man of the Year runner-up, immense potential. The only reason we traded him was to get OG Anunoby. So I'm bringing him back.
Wow.
He's going to be the starter that he always wanted to be. We're drafting Emmanuel quickly.
Oh, that is... Oh, hold on.
That's not where I thought he was going with it.
If I'm not mistaken...
We need a point guard.
No, when I heard one that sticks out to me, I thought you were going to slam the table and be like Tyrese Maxey and then move along. But that's not at all where I thought that was going.
Maxey got
Maxey's been
drafted.
taken. Maxey's been taken, brother. He was pick number 3.
I got so
You gotta
scared.
lock in.
I got so scared. I was like,
That's
Tyrese Maxey is available. Like,
No, Tyrese Maxey's
No.
long gone.
oh, like, oh,
Oh,
no. Oh,
That's
I got scared. But yeah, Knicks desperately need a point. I remember watching that draft, being like, please draft Tyrese Halliburton. Please draft Tyrese Halliburton. I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh my god, I knew he was going to be this franchise-changing star, but like he was a good point guard, and we needed a solid point guard and nothing else. And when we didn't draft him, we're like, oh. I say that as there's an Obi Toppin poster right there, which I'm now conflicted about and don't really know what to do with it. But yeah, IQ Beloved was super productive. He was even more productive when he started, which was somehow held against him in the year he finished second, 6 man of the year voting. So like, let's run it back and let's finish what we started.
I don't hate that pick at all. Owen, you got the next pick?
Well, Obi Toppin was originally picked a Knick. In this alternate bizarre timeline, he ends up in the district. I'm going to take him at 9 because the Wizards are a team that's going to take literally best player available at that point.
That's the best player available?
Wizards.
It's happened. Obi Toppin's a Wizard.
It's the Wizards front office, Jack. In their minds, this is probably the best player available.
Oh, brother, we're doing a hindsight draft.
Yeah,
Legit hindsight
I'm still
draft.
taking Obi Toppin. I want a guy that puts butts in seats because he can occasionally dunk on somebody.
Oh my gosh.
That's the draw for the Wizards at that point because, it's 2020.
My whole draft is just flipped upside down. I don't know.
I love completely messing with your timeline sometimes. It's fun.
Yeah, I know you do. I know.
I say that knowing that the Wizards got the 10 seed with 25 wins during COVID. That was
Oh my god.
hilarious. But yeah, 2020, 2021, they went 34 and 38 too. So,
All right, well, the Suns have the next pick. The Suns have the
Who are
next
the
pick in
Suns
the draft.
taking?
Wait, no. Hold on.
yeah, you got the Suns. Bean has the Spurs.
I have the Spurs.
Yeah,
And then
I
Daniel
have the
wraps
Suns.
it
I
up
have the
with
Suns.
the Kings at 12.
Okay, so the Suns. Okay, I was thinking Devin Vassell. I was thinking Isaiah Joe at this point. I think those are probably like the best players available for the position that they need. Actually, matter of fact, let me look at the 2020 Suns so I can talk about this a little bit better.
2020, they need a shooting guard. That 2020 Suns definitely.
Oh no, I know who I'm picking. I just need to have some more context here.
Yeah, well, Jack's looking. I'm just now realizing the Blazers took Beefs. The Blazers drafted Beefs too.
I'm sure they traded him. Like he never.
Well, yeah, they
suited up
traded
there.
the pick, but the original pick at 16 was Isaiah Stewart to the Blazers.
Wait, what was that trade?
What was that trade?
I don't know.
Was that
but
the
Jeremy
Jeremy
Grant?
Grant?
That's the Jeremy Grant trade.
That was the
That's
Jeremy
Jeremy
Grant
Grant.
trade.
Yep.
Yeah, and then my Wolves proceeded to take Alexei Pokashevsky right after him.
No, it wasn't the Jeremy Grant trade. He was traded by Portland with Trevor Ariza. He was part of the Ariza Robert Covington swap between
Really?
Portland and Houston. Then traded by Houston to Detroit for. Is it Jeremy? No, for Christian Wood.
That's a rant.
Wow.
That feels
What a
random.
weird.
Just like one of them random trades.
Yeah, that's like a random trade that you look up on like NBA transactions. You're like, oh, cool.
I'm looking at. I'm like, whoa, what? Like,
Yeah,
None of them compete with what Beef Stew is. So
yeah.
Who did they end up
It's an L.
taking? Who did the Suns end up taking in real life?
Jalen Smith, Jinx.
Which, I
So
mean,
originally
they needed
they're thinking-
backcourt depth, so
Thinking
Or front
back,
court depth, excuse me.
yeah, thinking front court depth here, but in hindsight, you're looking at Chris Paul, who's 35 years old at the time. Mikal Bridges, yeah, I mean, he's running the 3. I'm looking at this roster here. They have Langston Galloway being their backup shooting guard, so I think the most obvious answer is a guy that went into the NBA Finals just last season and has one of the best, actually in this draft, I think one of the best, if not the best 3-point shot, at least going into the draft. And I'm taking Aaron Nesmith.
righting the wrongs.
Righting your wrongs.
Can he guard Giannis in the finals?
Well, that's
Probably
what
not.
No.
that's what DeAndre Ayton's for. All right, that's what DeAndre Ayton's for.
DeAndre Ayton could only do so much. He's just one man.
Yeah, one man that gets stopped by snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
For a second, I'm like, who's Snow? Like Eric Snow, whatever. And then it hit me.
Yeah.
I was like, so it wasn't snow. It was ice. It was really icy.
Was it ice?
Like,
Damn, I guess that really.
Oh, he's in LA now, so we won't have to.
Coach, I
deal
can't
with
drive
that.
to work. There's ice on the road.
I hope it was ice because that's a slightly better excuse than snow.
I think it was snow. I'm pretty sure it was snow.
Yeah, and like people offered to like help shovel him out, but he just didn't like. I just think he was just kind of
Wait, Bean, you said that people tried to help him out, but
They did.
were
They
unsuccessful
actually went to go help him out.
and was unsuccessful.
It was an unsuccessful trip.
Okay, so it like looking back, another hindsight reference, but looking back in hindsight, it's not really a horrible excuse if you literally can't get him out. But I feel like it's the NBA. Come on, I mean they got companies that can bulldoze that place.
Yeah, Adam Silver's got people everywhere.
Exactly.
It's just not a good look, especially for a dude who's had his commitment levels to basketball questioned multiple times. It's like, coincidentally it happened to you. Everyone else got to the game. They all got to the game just fine.
Yeah, I still think it was BS, but
the funniest part about the whole thing is like you look at it and that looks like a ballsack sports tweet or like a Centel headline that he would tweet out with like a graphic of like Aiden on an injury report, and it's like you don't believe that's real, and you go Google it, and it's like, yeah, he's listed out for personal reasons, and you find out it's snow.
Oh my god.
Hilarious.
The time. Well, we'll always have the 2021 playoff run. When they traded for Durant, it was like okay, and then they like went into that offseason. They took Denver 6 games in the second, and they're like, okay, what we need to like build around these two guys. We need to get shooting. We need to get defense. We need to get role players, and then they trade for Bradley. Like, oh my god, it's like
it could have went really well, and Bradley Beal really messed it up.
Who did they trade for Bradley Beal now?
I don't know. It was
there was a bunch of picks, but like what players were?
Was that the Chris Paul? How he got rerouted?
Yeah,
but then Chris Paul got traded to the Warriors, and they got Jordan Poole.
Yeah,
and Ryan.
It's just
Rollins, funny enough.
It's just funny how during the entire Bradley Beal era in Phoenix, the whole complaint was like they need a real point guard and like they need a better center than Nurkic. And I was like, gee, if only you could have had like Chris Paul or DeAndre Ayton, like would have been crazy.
Yeah.
And then they also traded Tumani Kamara, I think, in the Ayton deal as well. Like
that would have been great.
It just ages poorly day by day.
Look into it. Yeah, shout out Matt Ishbia. He's the one who ruined that entire city.
Yeah.
Bean, you're up at number 11.
Okay, so this one was going to be Aaron Nesmith, but we're going to keep it real. Looking at the rest of this draft, we're going to stay exactly where we were and take Devin Vassell. Realistically, this team's got nothing. Devin Vassell still on the team to this day. Has obviously been, when playing, he's been really good when he plays. So, and compared to what else is on the roster or what else is available, we're going to stick with probably the best available guy here at Devin Vassell.
I don't know if I'd say he's the best available, given who I'm going to draft, but that's just my business. That's my business.
Yeah.
Well,
Daniel, it's your turn to resurrect.
You are up, so
Sacramento Kings.
Oh, the Lord's work, as they call it.
It's a hard task.
It's an impossible task, apparently. Even when you think you do it, then it just goes right back down. I don't know, but 2020 Sacramento Kings, it's funny, I was thinking like, oh, they drafted Tyrese Halliburton, so clearly they needed a point guard. Completely forgetting they already had De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, they had De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Harrison Barnes. They had a lot on the perimeter and the front court. What they needed was a center, right? Who were they playing at center? Marvin Bagley, Rashawn Holmes, who had some promise, Harry Giles. But I'm very happy this guy fell to me. I'm going to draft Onyeka Okongwu.
Thank you. I love double O.
He's averaging career high 16 points, shooting 40% from 3 this season, definitely really coming into his own offensively, and the Kings could definitely use his size and perimeter shooting.
Absolutely. And originally, I had Onyeka Okongwu going to the Wizards at number 9. But yeah, I think the Kings definitely needed that. I mean, if we're doing this in like a hindsight type of thing, Marvin Bagley was they wanted Fox and Bagley to be the next. I think it was almost verbatim that they said Stockton and Malone.
Yep.
Oh God, that aged so poorly. So hindsight, taking Onyeka Okongwu, yeah.
Hey, don't be hating on NB35.
No, I will.
Yeah,
not
we
him,
will.
but well, not him. It's more of like, why did Sacramento draft him at number 2? I don't really get that. Like
at the time, he was supposed to be really good. Sadly, he did not end up being that.
Wow, there's a guy that went 3 that I arguably could have went number 1 that year.
I didn't like
Marvin Bagley in his rookie year. What did he get? 15, 7, 1 block on. The shooting splits are terrible.
he seemed more like a guy who would have been better in like the 2000s. Like has a mid-range, athletic rebound, kind of like like the classic
Okafor.
power forward type.
Jahlil Okafor. Duke had a really
Yeah.
good habit of
Yeah.
thinner look really good in college, but they were not built for this era.
That's what I'm saying. Like Marvin
that's
Bagley
for
drafted
sure.
in 2020, like the versatile big man, like that was still very much a thing in 2020. So to draft this guy who can't really shoot the three, can't really protect the rim, can't defend in space, like what are you getting out of him? Especially when Jaren Jackson Jr. was right there.
Yeah.
Like you want to say like, hey, we need a big man. Okay, 100%. Still, that you should take Luka Doncic, but whatever. Like, go draft Jaren Jackson Jr. If nothing else, like,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
whatever. Maybe a Kongu will save them.